This month we cover Google's many announcements and events around data, AI and ML. Azure now has a choice of VMs that will save you 50% in cost while still maintaining the same performance. And AWS have a new look for their console and many other announcements from the last 30 days. Hi, I'm Matt Carolyn and welcome to Puck Online, where we aim to bring you the hot topics of the last month in the public cloud space. Today we're here in Orlando, Florida at Universal Studios, where it's been sunny and warm all week, unlike back home in Vancouver, Canada, where I hear it's been snowing this week. Lots of announcements to cover, so let's get into it. So in Google GCP news, at the start of April, Google GCP announced the launch of a new service called BIGLAKE. It's a storage engine that allows you to unify data warehouses and data lakes across clouds. BIGLAKE gives teams the power to analyze data without worrying about underlying storage format or systems. That includes storage in other clouds such as AWS's S3 or Azure Blob. This eliminates the need to duplicate or move data, thereby reducing costs and inefficiencies. And if you missed Google's Data Cloud Summit this year, Google have put together a great recap blog article which goes over the top takeaways from the event. During the event, there were 15 new products announced. Check out the blog in the link in the comment section below. And on June 9th, Google will be hosting an online event called Applied ML Summit. It will be a 3-hour event that covers AI tools for developers, deploying and managing ML models, and at scale. There will also be some quick talks by customers. And they'll be ending the event with an Ask Me Anything, which should be interesting. And Google announced a new feature that will be launched soon for Cloud Spanner called Cloud Stream. What it does is it lets you capture change data from Spanner databases and easily integrate it with other systems. It goes beyond traditional CDC capabilities of tracking, inserting, updates, and deletes. Change streams are highly flexible and configurable, letting you track changes on exact tables and columns or across an entire database. You can replicate changes from Spanner to BigQuery for real-time analytics, trigger downstream application behavior using PubSub, and store changes in Google Cloud Storage for compliance. This ensures you'll have the freshest data set to work with. And last year, GCP released Cloud SQL Insights, which is an easy-to-use tool to help developers quickly understand and resolve database performance issues. When it was released last year, it only supported PostgreSQL. Now, it also supports MySQL, with more databases support still to come. Vertex AI Workbench is now GA. It brings together Google Cloud's data and ML systems into a single interface so that teams have a common toolset across data analytics, data science, and machine learning. With native integrations across BigQuery, Spark, Dataproc, and Dataplex, data scientists can build, train, and deploy ML models 5 times faster than traditional notebooks. And in Microsoft Azure news, with the launch of Azure VM Ampere Ultra ARM-based processors into preview, you can now run ARM in the cloud. Why is this such a big deal? Because they offer up to 50% better price performance than the comparable x86-based VMs. We've already seen a lot of buzz around this in the AWS world with ARM VMs called Gravitron, with many companies jumping over to it, so it's no surprise to see Azure following suit. And at the end of August 2024, Azure Classic Storage will be retired. So add that to your list of homework to check your accounts for Classic Storage and start modernizing it. On the topic of retiring services, another one that is going away at the end of February 2024 is Azure Data Lake Analytics. The best path forward is to move to Azure Synapse Analytics. And earlier this month, Azure launched new memory-optimized EBS version 5 and EBDS version 5 VMs. These VMs deliver up to 300% increase in VM to disk storage, throughput, and IOPS compared to the V4 VM series. And to end with, we saw a few announcements last week around Azure Backup. Azure Backup now supports Vault Archive tiers for Azure VMs. This allows you to retain your backups for long durations in a cost-effective manner. This includes SQL Server and SAP HANA on VMs. Also now in public preview, Azure Backups support metrics and metric alerts for Azure Blobs. Some key capabilities are that you can monitor restore job health of your backed up blobs, write custom alert rules on the metrics for the threshold and granularity that you are interested in, and routine fire metrics alerts to various notification channels. And in Amazon AWS news, AWS has increased Lambda's maximum thermal storage from 512 megabytes to 10 gig. For data-intensive applications such as machine learning inferences, financial computations, and media processing, you often need to read and write large amounts of data to thermal storage. The Lambda execution environment provides an thermal file system for customers' code to access via a temp folder, which is preserved for the lifetime of the execution environment and can provide a transient cache for data between invocations. And the new EC2 console now has a new launch experience. You do need to click on the Try Now button in the console to activate it, but once you do, you'll find it has all your EC2 configuration options listed on a single scrollable page with a summary of your specifications on the right-hand side, so you can review your configurations as you specify them. Over the coming months, this new view will become the default for everyone unless you're using GovCloud or the China region. And related to the new EC2 launch experience, you can now automatically attach Amazon FSx file systems to the new Amazon EC2 instances you create in the new EC2 launch experience. FSx provides a central shared storage powered by NetApp with ONTAP or OpenZFS. As of the second half of March, you can now use AWS Billing Conductor to easily provide customizable pricing and cost visibility to your end customers or business units. The AWS Billing Conductor does not impact the billing and invoicing relationships between you and AWS. It is intended for those who have specific showback or chargeback needs. And those in the health industry will be interested in this next one. AWS announced that AWS Single Sign-On is now HIPAA eligible. AWS Single Sign-On is where customers create and connect workforce identities and manage their access centrally across AWS accounts. And Amazon REDSHIFT now provides native integration with Microsoft Azure Active Directory. With this release, as an Amazon REDSHIFT admin, you can register your Azure AD as an identity provider with Amazon REDSHIFT using a SQL command. You can create a database roles with the same names as your groups in the IDP and grant privileges to the appropriate database roles. This will make it easy for you to now run Microsoft Power BI against your data in REDSHIFT. So in wrap up, make sure you check out publiccloud.ninja for links to all our podcasts, and online meetups and events. And click the like and subscribe button so that you'll get notified each month when we release a new episode. Our next episode will be in May. Till then, stay safe and keep challenging yourself.